Hello there, I hope you enjoyed today's intro and welcome back to this AFK journey video. So for this video itself, we're gonna test the epic tier geared power of Lenya to see whether or not, right, her kit has something that we should look forward to. Okay, so before we start, I'm saying that Lenya's gonna be a really powerful PvP character. I could be wrong, but there's a very high chance, and let me explain why. Because most rogue characters, they have a certain win condition, right? They have a certain way to get a lot of damage done over time. Seth is through spamming his ultimate. Sylvina is just jumping and sniping people off as fast as possible. Vala is trying to kill off the enemies as fast as possible to get into her EX weapon state. So a lot of these rogue characters have some really insanely powerful win conditions if you do get them, right? If you do get to that stage where they start to steamroll. But I think a lot of the rogue characters in the game don't have any ways to actually keep themselves healthy before they do what they want to do, which means that they often die before they do what they want to do, or they don't last long enough, right? They start rolling their engine, but because it doesn't last long enough before they die, the impact is not obvious, or it's not like super duper powerful. So that's what a lot of the rogue characters do. Right, rogue characters, they are super duper successful in the games like Iron and Shakir. They are able to do what they want to do really fast, and they both have the ability to keep themselves alive, so their effect will actually be seen more thoroughly in a drawn out battle itself, which is why I think Lenya definitely has the possibility, because right, Lenya's win condition is to get to her WoW duo, to get to all these stuns as well as damage boosts, as well as all these crit boosts to quickly burst down the enemy itself. So what she wants to do, right, she wants to use a WoW duo, charge to somebody who deals the highest damage, stun them, kick them to your side, and then just burst them down with her massive damage boost coming out from the flurry kicks as well as the winning resolves itself. And obviously she has the ability to sort of keep herself alive for a little bit longer with this enhanced force ability, because 35% damage reduction from every other damage source is actually quite impressive. So this is something which makes me feel like she's definitely gonna be of some use, but I don't know how effective she will be, because she still needs to reach her ultimate from there, right? That's something that I have to wait until her global release, right? Until I get her to Supreme Plus on the global side to actually test out how well she will do her job. Okay, so that's something that I cannot test today, but for today's video, what we're gonna test is whether or not she can actually work at one copy, and how does her ability work hand in hand to make her this rogue character that, you know, goes in, kick people in, and then disable. Okay, so without further ado, let's go into the arena side. So I'll be picking like slightly weaker enemies, because my purpose for today's video is to test out her kit, right? I want to make sure Lenya's ability goes through so that I can see more of her, and then we can theory craft as we see more of her in today's video. Okay, so let's take a look at might not be able to see more of her. So it's Lily May there. It's gonna be challenging. Okay, let's take on new pop. Okay, let's take on new pop here, and let's see. Okay, I'm gonna put Lenya to the side, and yeah, we're gonna go with this. Okay, so let's start. We're gonna go with confining spell. We'll go at one time. Okay, so her ultimate goes after the highest damage target. So what I'm expecting is she will dive to Sisir, because the opponent's enemy team's main carry is Sisir, which means that she will do the most damage. Okay, opponent's side got everything off faster because of the smoky, so Iron pulls everyone together. Okay, where's my Lenya's ultimate? Lenya, please, where's your ultimate? Okay, Lily May casts her ultimate there. Okay, so Lily May jumps to Smokey. So Lenya jumps to Sisir and kick her to the area with the least enemy. Okay, this is, I'll say like, okay, this repositioning part is often underlooked by a lot of people, but I think it is quite a scary part, because it kicks your carry out of position and stuns them. So I've seen a few comments saying that Lenya is a Lily May counter. I do agree to a certain extent, because if you kick her when she's not inbound, you're able to stun her and reposition her, and then from there you're able to sort of kill her off. But at the same time, I do think that Lily May is much more than just Lenya is much more than just a Lily May counter. I think she's like all carry counter, because like whatever unit deals the most damage, that unit will be isolated by her, and because she's gonna move behind them and kick the enemy towards you, right, she's able to sort of neutralize most carry targets that doesn't have escape mechanism, because repositioning is a very scary part that people often overlook. The reason why Iron is so damn powerful is actually Iron's ability to just move all the units together, to reposition the unit, and because most units don't have ways to sort of protect themselves or move away from their reposition like location, they usually fall prey to a lot of the enemy's kit, like in terms of what they want to do. For example, for Iron's case, when Iron pulls everyone together, right, Scalila's ultimate will have a much higher impact. When Iron pulls everyone together, Cecia's ultimate have a much greater impact, because these units, they can't reposition. So if I get my ultimates through, then those ultimates will have a greater impact, which is why I think reposition is actually quite sick. However, for Lenya's case, right, the ultimate I feel is a little bit slow. Okay, I mean, it's not exactly the slowest based on like the looks of it. 300 energy is not the slowest, but it feels like because she's a melee character, she needs to run up to touch the enemy, or she needs to take some hits to actually charge up her energy. It feels like it is a little slow, at least based on this one copy testing. Let's continue. Let's see, new song. Well, new song has a single. This is a very good demonstration, because this way I can showcase Lenya with a single copy testing. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put Smokey here, and I'm gonna put Iron here, block everyone out, and I think Lily May can stay where she is. Coco will be here. So let's just see how Lenya performs. So right here we got this map, and what I'm expecting to see is Lenya using the ultimate, kicking Cecia to the left hand side where my Smokey is, because there's no one there. Okay, I think this kicking the enemy to an empty location, I feel that it's more of a boon than a pro. Like, it's more of a con than a pro, because I don't know, because like if you kick the enemy to your side, right, you want to focus down the enemy. But the thing is, if you kick them to an empty spot, chances are the AI, because arena is auto, there's a very high chance the arena AI don't immediately change target. Like, it will still probably be focused on the frontliner tanks that are absorbing damage in most cases, which means that you're losing like precious moments to snipe down the enemy's unit, right? Whereas, for example, Reyna's kit, when you immediately swap the enemies into your team, you can immediately bring them down, because the AI will focus on the units that's within your proximity itself. So that's one thing which I think Lenya's kit is a little bit lackluster, because like that kick is powerful. Don't get me wrong. Let's challenge this guy. Happy, scary face, running away face, right? So don't get me wrong. I think the ability is cool. But like there is a few shortcomings for Lenya's ability itself. So first of all, I think she will definitely be able to fulfill the carry sniper role if you're able to make her work. So that's number one. But at the same time, I think she will be more effective in smaller maps compared to bigger maps, because in smaller maps, if you are able to kick the enemy closer to your team's aggro range, you will be able to focus on the enemy, and that's where the isolation mechanic that she's trying to do becomes more obvious. So that's something that I think map 3 should be okay for her, but at the same time, map 3 is gonna be tough for her if everybody's running Torrent. Yeah, so like there's one more issue that Lenya needs to overcome, and that is Torrent, because Torrent is basically an anti-melee machine. And yes, maybe but the thing is, okay, she'll jump to the carry, kick the carry back, and then she will actually follow up with a second flying kick, which means that she will fly back to your side or the side where she kicked the enemy. So I think she could be safe from Torrent, but yeah, that's another thing which I worry for her, because she doesn't have any like like sort of ways to change her aggro if she's like locked onto one unit. I think it's fine. Let's put Lenya, let's put Coco here, and then we'll put Lenya here. Okay, tell what, we will go like this. Okay, and then I'll put Lily May here, and then we put Lenya here because there's a Ludovic, so we kind of want to bring down Ludovic as fast as possible. So let's start. Okay, let's take a look at how she works here. So runs up, see, entangled at the start, so there's another problem you need to overcome. She will be entangled. Okay, her energy charging, I'll say it's that of a mid-speed charging based on the vibe itself. Okay, so I'm assuming she will use her ultimate. Okay, she died before she used her ultimate, but I'm assuming if she had pulled off her ultimate, she will actually kick Cecilia to the middle. Unfortunately, she died way too early there. Okay. Okay, let's just move on to the next match. I think I should be able to win this. I should. Yeah. So this is one thing where Lily May is insanely good, because Lily May can become inval and then jump around. Whereas like for Lenya's kit, right, she doesn't have that. So if Torrent charges his ultimate in front of her and she aggroes onto Torrent, I think most of the time she'll just die. Yeah, pretty much like a safe situation there. So that would be something that I think Lenya has to overcome. But I think we might be able to win Foot Monkey, I think. Okay, let's pick somebody which I think there's a higher chance to win. Okay, let's pick Foot Monkey. Okay, I want to see Lenya's ability going on here. So let's reposition my unit a little bit. Okay. Let's go with this. Okay, let's go at one time. Okay, Lenya got the debuff on her. Okay, so I think she's gonna kick Lily May on the enemy's team. Right, cast your ultimate, please. Lenya, get power. Get power, don't get stunned, please. Ultimate, where's your... Oh my god, she got snapped off before. Oh, it's so close, dude. Yeah, so that's one of the issues which I pointed out earlier. Because, like, I think because being a melee unit, she also needs to run within aggro range to pull off a kit, which could be challenging in certain situations where the enemies are heavy on control or heavy on nukes. So yeah, one copy of her obviously ain't gonna work. I already predicted that, but it's just that I think even if she is at Supreme Plus, those are the issues that she will have to overcome, because from her kit itself, yes, she will be very powerful if she pulls off that dual mechanic buff on herself, but then what if she doesn't, right? Or what if she pulls off and then she dies immediately? So yeah, that's pretty much it. Just a simple testing for her. So very clearly, a rogue character that runs to the front line with no way to keep herself alive is not that viable in the arena, right? Similar to Mikola, similar to many of the melee units, but at least we get to see like how Lenya will actually perform, runs around in terms of the AI sense of thing in this one copy Lenya testing itself. Okay, hopefully you guys learned a little bit more about her kit. I think it's a kit where generally it's powerful if she pulls it off, but in most cases it's going to be challenging because of the meta of the game itself. Okay, so that's it for this video. Thank you very much for tuning in. Do remember to like and subscribe to see more. See you guys again in my next video. Bye guys.